Hey guys, it's Di from Bags for Bubbles and Happy New Year! It is 2015 and I thought I would do a quick recap of 2014 by doing my 14 most used items of 2014. And I kind of have them split into two groups. One kind of handbags and accessories, since 2014 was the year of the accessory, and then the other group is kind of beauty items, makeup items, and that sort of thing. So I definitely think that 2015 is going to be the year to sparkle and I'm very excited to get the year started. I thought I'd kind of cap off the year and let you know my most used items. Instead of talking about like my favorites necessarily, I thought I would talk about the things that have been the most functional, the most used, and what just really I went to all year long. So first two things I'm going to talk about are actually handbags, and one of them I actually have loaded up right now. This is the Rebecca Minkoff Morning After Clutch. This bag got a lot of use, and I also talked about on Be Mommy with Style. I'll link the video down below. I did kind of my 14 of 14 over there as well, and I talked about I found kind of a love of crossbody bags. So during the year I used this Rebecca Minkoff Morning After Clutch a lot. Right now it's in the kind of the shoulder stance, but I used it as a crossbody bag a ton and it got a ton of use. The other bag that I used a lot during the year was actually this tote that can be worn crossbody. This is from Coach. It's just like a great basic tote. It's kind of a no muss, no fuss bag, which is great if you have preschoolers or toddlers, and it's got a lot of use. So this is like a lighter dove gray and just really super functional bag. So these were probably my two most used bags, which if you had a favorites video, I don't know that I necessarily would choose these as favorites per se, but as far as functionality and how much I literally used them throughout the year, these, after I thought back on it, were my most used bags for 2014. Also, inside my Rebecca Minkoff clutch are my most used items of the year. I'll just get this first one out of the way because if you've been watching me for a long time, this is like one of my all-time most used items ever. And this is the Louis Vuitton Clay in Violet Vernis. I've had this thing forever. I think it was literally in the first Louis Vuitton video I ever uploaded here on YouTube, and it's fantastic. It's wearing great. You can tell it just looks fantastic still. I keep all of my non-essential essential cards in it, if that makes sense. All the things you have to carry with you just to have them on hand just in case, but you don't necessarily need on a daily basis. That's what I toss down inside of this, and it's just a great little piece. So it's definitely been the most used because I used it every single day in 2014. And then my most used wallet in 2014 is this Louis Vuitton Insolent Coin wallet. Now I had the larger Insolent. I did end up selling it because it was too big. I mean, it was just literally too big. And it had too many card slots. It was really big, so it didn't fit in all the bags. So I decided to try this Insolent Coin wallet in 2014, and that worked great for me. It's got 5 card slots, and then these areas back here where you can put cash or additional cards. It's got the zippered area, and then the only thing it's really lacking is a place for receipts, and like I have stamps and just weird miscellaneous stuff stuck in there right now. So I stick it like this, but I would say that's the one kind of leg up that a Sarah wallet has, is it has like areas where you can stick things like that, so it looks a little bit neater. But as far as functionality goes, this is basically the wallet I used for almost the entire year of 2014. So this was a most used item for sure. Another most used item is on my feet, and I would say Tory Burch shoes just in general are my most used shoes, but then these specifically were probably my most used Tory Burch shoes. I got these mid-year somewhere along the way, and I have used them like crazy since I got them. These are the Rivas in the kind of leopard pattern, and it's kind of a raised pattern. It's really neat. They redesigned them ever so slightly so they don't have the elastic back on these kind, and they're super comfortable. I would say they probably run just a little bit larger than the regular Rivas, like the old style or whatever you want to call them, but I love these. Even being a little bit big, it almost kind of gives your foot room to move, and I haven't had any problems with these being uncomfortable or having any issues with my feet. So these were great shoes for 2014 and one of my most used pairs. So most used for 2014 are my Alex and Ani bracelets. So you guys have had to hear these a lot and see them in videos. I did get someone mentioned on Being Mommy with Style, which I'm taking it under advisement. I'm going to try to figure something out, that the noise was driving them nuts. And I hear the noise and it doesn't bother me, but I could totally see where it would bother you if you don't like that kind of noise of the different discs hitting each other. But these were definitely some of my most used bracelets in 2014. They're just fun little bracelets. I have regular ones, but I pretty much have exclusively been wearing the past couple months my Disney ones. So it's kind of a fun little way to show your Disney side. It's a nice little subtle Disney side thing. And the ones that I'm wearing currently are Filigree Mickey, Anna and Elsa. I have Minnie Mouse, Belle, and Rapunzel, so some of my favorite characters as well. I think they're just cute little nice lightweight bracelets and just kind of fun. And I actually kind of like the noise, but I could totally see where it would be slightly annoying because I talk with my hands a lot, so you guys are having to listen to that jingling noise. So it's under advisement. I'll try to figure out if I can put some other bracelets in between or wear less of them or something. But anyhow, most used item for 2014 are my Alex and Ani bracelets. Another most used item that is a clothing item are long cardigans, and specifically this specific type from Modlusive from Nordstrom. I absolutely love these this year. They're just soft and comfortable. I have this specific kind in a number of colors and a couple of them on the way to me actually as well. And they're just really kind of fun things to wear. These Modlusive ones come in a bunch of different colors and they're pretty reasonably priced as well, so it's just a nice comfortable cardigan and definitely one of my most used items in my wardrobe. So the next most used items are going to be makeup and beauty items, and definitely my most used foundation, it's been in favorites videos, I've talked about it a lot, you see it in empties, is my Makeup Forever HD foundation. I kind of float between the numbers 115 and 117 currently. I just find it works really well with my skin. I don't have any problems with my skin when I'm using it, and I like the coverage. It's nice and light, but it gives you a little bit of coverage. So this is definitely my most used foundation throughout the year. And most used palette was definitely this Tarte Rainforest After Dark palette. I got this and pretty much didn't use anything for like a couple months after I got it. It's got a number of eyeshadows here, a blush, and then some face highlights, and then contouring, bronzer. I pretty much use the face things more than anything else now out of this. And it was just a really great palette. I love it. I've been traveling with it. It just has gotten a ton of use. So definitely a most used item for 2014. Another most used makeup item, Buxom glasses. So this again, I think more at the beginning of the year, I talked about these a lot. You'd see them, I was purchasing them in hauls and that sort of thing. I have a bunch of them now, but these Buxom glasses were probably my most used lip gloss throughout the whole year 2014. I just really gravitated towards them. I love all the pink colors that they come in. I just love all of them. Some of my favorite ones are Danny, which I don't even think I have Danny here. Danny and Claire. Danny I keep in my purse a lot. This is Claire. I also really liked this Trixie. It's kind of more of like a corally light pink. So just a lot of great pink colors. So if you like pinks and you like kind of the tingly lip gloss, it's worth looking into. So definitely Buxom gloss was a favorite and most used item for 2014. Another item that I've talked about a lot, but it was definitely most used item, was my Beauty Blender sponge. Pretty much anytime I'm wearing foundation, this is how I apply it, and I just feel like it gives it a nice, even kind of coat and texture, and just makes it look really, really nice and flawless. So I've gone through a number of these this year, and I just really, really like the Beauty Blenders. So that's definitely a most used item for putting on my foundation. Perfume-wise, I would have to say that my perfume that I most used this year, and it doesn't really look like it, but I've been using it a ton. I just spritz just a tiny bit on whenever I leave, so apparently that's how I ended up only using that much. But the perfume that I used the most this year was this Lancome La Vie Est Belle. I can't say it right, but anyhow, La Vie Est Belle, yeah. It just is a nice kind of spicy, fruity scent, and I just really liked it. So I gravitated towards this. I do have a number of fragrances that I rotate between, but this was my most used one for the year. So it's something kind of new, because I think I've talked about it occasionally, but generally I think in the past what I talked about as far as favorites and that sort of thing were like Marc Jacobs fragrances and that sort of thing. So this is kind of a new one that I've been gravitating towards a lot. Another little item that was a most used item of 2014 was my ginseng eye cream. Regardless of what brand skincare I was using, I pretty much came back to this little eye cream. It's just a great eye cream. This is actually a new one. I hadn't opened up yet, so I probably shouldn't have done that. But anyhow, this is just a great little eye cream. It's really nice and light, and I feel like it does actually brighten your face. So I've been really loving my ginseng eye cream, and that has been most used. And the last couple items for my 14 most used of 2014 were lipstick-wise, Makeup Forever lipstick. I know it's probably a little bit odd, but Makeup Forever lipstick is what I gravitated towards throughout the year. I have a lot of different lipsticks. I have MAC lipsticks, Dior lipsticks, YSL, just kind of a whole range of things. But time and time again, I kept coming back to my Makeup Forever collection. Most recently, I've been going towards this one, which is number 10, and then laying a darker gloss over the top of it. But I do have some darker ones that I used kind of maybe earlier on in the year. But yeah, Makeup Forever lipstick is what I gravitated towards. And then this Urban Decay all-nighter makeup setting spray. Mid-year sometime I started using this and I started setting my makeup with it every day. It was fantastic in Florida. It sets your makeup, it holds all day long, works great in the theme parks. So definitely use it a lot in 2014. So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing all of my 14 most used items in 2014. I hope you're having a great New Year's holiday, and I will see you for some sparkle videos very, very soon. I'm very excited about 2015 and everything that it has to hold. I think that's going to have some very exciting moments. Very, very exciting. Coming up soon, I will be sharing with you my kind of packing and journey getting ready to go to the Disney Maker All-Star Creators Conference. It's coming up really quickly in like 2 weeks as of the day I'm filming this. And I will just kind of take you along. I mentioned in one of my videos previously I was going to do a little bit of Disney bounding appropriate for a 30-year-old mom. Just basically outfits that are inspired by your favorite movies, your favorite characters. I'm just going to kind of dabble in it a little bit this time. I tried a little bit last time and didn't really mention it, but it was basically just like working with the colors of a character. This time I'm going to try to add in some accessories. So I will share that a little bit. I also have a charm collection video coming up for you guys, and probably will do some makeup videos as well. So that's what's coming up for 2015. It's going to be an exciting year. Hopefully you're having a great start to it. And thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.